Good morning, East. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may now be seated.
Good morning, East Hardin. Today is August 21st, 2017, and it's Eclipse Day.
Attention students, if you're interested in applying for the 2017-2018 EHMS yearbook, the online form is now available. The link can be located on the school's webpage and several posters found throughout the school. Deadline to apply is this Friday, August 25th. Only the first 40 applicants will be reviewed. All 40 will not be selected. Yearbook is an application-only club, which is why we are selecting members now. Information about other clubs will be coming soon, so please, only serious and dedicated applicants need to apply.
FCA's weekly Bible study will begin this Friday. Students will need a permission slip to attend. These are available in the office or room 113, Miss Blankenship's room.
Here are a couple videos concerning today's eclipse viewing. We will have sporting news when we return.
Imagine that you were standing outside in the middle of the day, and all of a sudden it got dark. The stars came out, the temperature dropped, and night animals started to call. A few minutes later, the sun came out again and everything was back to normal. What happened? You just saw a solar eclipse. Ancient cultures were often frightened by eclipses. They did not understand why the sun became dark. Eclipses were seen as bad omens or predictions of bad luck or disaster. But today we know that eclipses are caused by the normal movement of the sun and the moon. There are actually 3 types of solar eclipses. First, there is the most widely known type of eclipse, a total solar eclipse. A total solar eclipse occurs when the sun, moon, and earth align in the perfect position, causing the shadow of the moon to fall on a small area of the Earth's surface. For people within the umbra, or darkest part of the moon's shadow, the light of the sun appears to vanish completely and the sky becomes as dark as night. The second type of solar eclipse is a partial eclipse. A partial eclipse occurs when the sun, moon, and earth are not perfectly aligned, so that the penumbra, or lighter outer portion of the moon's shadow, falls on the earth. In a partial eclipse, part of the sun's surface appears to have a shadow on it. The third type of solar eclipse is an annular eclipse. During an annular eclipse, the moon is at its farthest distance from Earth, making the shadow that falls on the Earth's surface smaller than usual. Because the moon appears smaller, the shadow cannot block all of the sun, and the eclipse will appear like a dark disk in front of the sun. Solar eclipses can only occur during a new moon, as it is the only phase in the lunar cycle when the moon is aligned correctly between the Earth and the sun. Eclipses do not happen every time there is a new moon, however, because the moon's orbit is tilted compared to the Earth's, and so they only align sometimes instead of every month. Solar eclipses are actually fairly regular astronomical events. Between 2 and 5 solar eclipses occur each year, but total solar eclipses only happen about every year and a half. Because the area from which a total eclipse can be seen is so small, however, the chances of an individual eclipse being visible from where you are is very small. A total solar eclipse in your area might be a once-in-a-lifetime event. It is important to remember that looking directly at the sun can hurt your eyes or even cause blindness, so you should avoid looking at the sun during an eclipse unless you have special eye protection or filters to block out the harmful light. If you don't have these filters, you can still observe the eclipse by making a pinhole camera using materials from around your home. Find out when the next solar eclipse will be visible from your area so that you can prepare to observe this exciting astronomical event.
Will be a total solar eclipse visible in North America. So you might be wondering, hey, Bill, what is a total solar eclipse? Let's take a look. An eclipse occurs when the sun and a moon and a planet line up. You may not have thought about this, but the sun casts light in every direction all the time, throughout the solar system and beyond, out into deep space. And when that light strikes something like a moon, then the moon blocks some of the light and it casts a shadow, like the shadow here on the table. If a planet, let's say the Earth for example, happens to be lined up just right with the moon and the sun, then a shadow will streak across the Earth's surface. Right there, see, that's a solar eclipse. If you were standing on the Earth inside any part of that shadow, from your point of view, the sun would be hidden behind the moon. And if you're in the very middle of the shadow, then you'll experience what we call totality. That means the entire sun is completely, totally covered. And for a few minutes, it'll be completely dark in the daytime. If you're near the edge of the shadow, then only part of the sun will be hidden behind the moon, and we call that a partial eclipse. For the big North American eclipse in 2017, almost all of North America and a few parts of South America will be able to see a phenomenal partial eclipse. And in certain areas in the United States, people will experience totality. So here's a friend of mine to tell you more about the path of totality.
Thanks, Bill. The total eclipse on August 21st is going to be an amazing experience from anywhere in North America. And if you are in the path of totality, you will see an extra special show. The sky will go dark, and birds and animals will quiet down thinking that it's nighttime, and you will feel a cold chill as the moon's shadow passes over you. That path of totality travels right through the United States, from the Oregon coast all the way down to South Carolina. Along that path, there are plenty of national parks, monuments, and other public lands that you can go to enjoy this fantastic celestial event. Now that's totally awesome! Back to you, Bill.
Thanks, Ranger Coral. And remember, everyone, the eclipse will be beautiful, but looking right at the sun for seconds and minutes on end will damage your eyes. Regular sunglasses and other types of tinted plastic or glass are not strong enough to protect your eyes. You should only use special purpose solar filters to look at the sun, like these eclipse viewing glasses, which I just happen to have with me. Just remember to take them off when you're done, because you can't see anything with them on. See what I mean? It's gonna be a totally awesome total eclipse.
I'm Kalisa from the Planetary Society.
In sporting news, we would like to wish good luck to the Lady Rebels as they begin conference play. The team travels to LaRue County Middle School to take on the Lady Hawks. Game time is 6 p.m. The Rebel football team takes on the Spartans of North Middle School tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. here at East Hardin Middle School. Game time is 5:30 p.m. Admission is $3 per person.
Any 7th or 8th grade student interested in playing baseball at Central Hardin is invited to work out on Tuesday, immediately after school, until 5:15 at the Central Hardin baseball field, beginning August 29th and ending September 26th. Each participant must have a current physical to present to the coaching staff prior to participating. Any questions, contact the coaching staff at todd.thompson@hardin.kyschools.us. That's all for today. Have a great day, Rebels.